Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sahil and welcome back to my new Node.js project. So in this project, I'll make an application that will take an input and the input will be the name, and based on the name, the website is going to find out my country. Suppose that if I type my name, which is Sahil, then the website should display my country name, which is India. Along with, I will also display my country flag. So I hope you got the idea of my project. So I'll be using an API here, as well as I'll be using two APIs. First of all, the nationalities API and the flags API. So thank you both of them for giving me their APIs. Alright, so now let's create the project here. So first of all, I have opened my Visual Studio Code, and here my folder name is nationality, and here let's create an application app.js. Alright, now I'll open my terminal and I'll install few packages. So first of all, npm init. We are initializing the npm -y. Alright, let's see if it is recording. Yep, it is. Alright, so now let me install a few packages. The first package is npm iexpress. Install that. Alright, now the next one is npm iEJS, the embedded JavaScript. Alright, so now let's create let's create a views folder here. So just create a folder here and just type the name views views, and inside that views folder create a file called index.ejs. That's just the embedded JavaScript. Okay, so now here I'll be borrowing a sample web page from the Bootstrap. So let's go to Bootstrap example web pages. Yeah. Alright, let's see which one will be meet our criteria. Well, themes are kind of a bit costly here, so I'm not gonna get the themes here. I'm gonna get the Bootstrap. Well, let's see. Alright, this is kind of looking okay. So suppose that if the user types the name, then I'm going to predict the country, or else should I do this one? Right, this is fine. So I'm gonna just copy this one by right clicking and viewing page source and copying everything, pasting inside index.ejs file, and I need to get the CDN of this Bootstrap. So go to the home page and let's copy the CDN. Right, let's paste that inside the head section, and there we go. Alright, so now let's set up our app.js. So first of all, let's require all that packages. So constant express is equal to require express, then constant EJS is equal to require EJS. Now constant application is equal to, we'll be using the express here. Okay, now I'm gonna run the application on port 1234. Okay, and if I get any GET request, if I get any GET request in the home route, I'll set up a request and response callback, and in response I'm gonna render the file called index.ejs. Okay, so now we are using EJS, so we need to actually set our view engine here. So app.set view engine to be EJS. Right, now let's run it and let's see what we get. So nodemon app.js. So it's running on port 1234. Let's go on to that. Okay, so first let's go on to the incognito mode and let's type here localhost 1234. and this is the page, and it's not looking like that just because we haven't got the CSS file here. So let me just get the CSS here. So CSS is cover.css. I'll copy everything and create a CSS file here. New file, cover.css, paste everything, kind of refresh it, and I don't think it's gonna work just because it's inside the EJS. Alright, no problem. Now what I'll be doing here is kind of just adding all the CSS in the head section here. So inside here I'll create a style, style, style and style close, and pasting all that CSS here. Let's kind of run that again, and I got that styling right. Alright, so now our page is looking, you know, like kind of messy. Now I need to separate the headers and footers. So here inside this views folder, let me just delete the cover.css just because it's of no use. Inside this views folder, let's create a file called header. Alright, sorry for that. Yep. So inside this views folder, let's create a file called headers, HADER headers dot, not headers, maybe header.ejs. And here let me just copy down all the head section of this HTML. So from the top to the head section, yep, I'm gonna delete everything, and here let's copy that inside head.ejs, and the footer section from here, let's create a file, footer.ejs. Let's paste all that file here. Okay, now this is a kind of header, right? Header is kind of ending over here, so I need to get this one also. Let's copy this and paste it after the head, closing of head file here. So we have done that. So I've created two files called header.ejs and footer.ejs, and this is index.ejs, which will be our main file. So here let me just get all that file. Okay, so let's see what happens if I just refresh this page. You won't get anything, right? Now I need to import this header and this footer. So to import that, just type here angular braces percentage dash include header dot ejs. Let's see what we get. We got the header. Now we need the footer here. Same with here, include, and here it should be footer.ejs, fwt or footer.ejs. Save that, refresh it, and I got that footer. Now here I need an input field, so let's create that here. So inside this index.ejs file, our main body starts over here, and here I need an input field. So I'll create an input field here. So maybe input type is equal to, or kind of let's set up a form here. Alright, so let's set up a form. So form action should be our home route, and this will be the input type is equal to text. Let's refresh it. Let's see what we get. We got the input field over here. Okay, now let's kind of add all the classes here. Let's see what we get. Classes is equal to this. Alright, now I need a submit button, which is this one. I don't need this p tag now, so I'll just comment that out. I don't need this cover page. Comment that out. And I don't need this let's add this button inside our form. Let's set the type to be submit. submit submit. Alright, it's not a button, okay. So I'll create a submit button here. So button submit, and I'll add the class here. CLAWS class is equal to button and button secondary. Let's copy the class and add it over here. Let's refresh it. My god, I got a button here, but that's too, like let's kind of delete the button that I have currently added here, and let's kind of delete this p tag also, and let's set up a button here. So input submit. Right, let's see what we get. We got a submit button, but that's over here. Value should be submit, and this should be a br tag. And here let's add the class. So class is equal to button btn secondary. Let's copy that, let's paste that over here, secondary. Alright, let's kind of refresh it. I got a submit button. Now I need a kind of br tag here. br. There we go. Now I type the name, I'll submit it, and this is the post request, right? Alright, so now method should be the post here. So method is equal to post, and here this is not going to give me anything. Okay, now I need to get the body parser. So install that package by typing npm body parser, npm body parser. Okay, now go to app.js here. Let's require that body parser now. So constant body parser is equal to require body parser. Right, now we have a required body parser. Now let's require the http also. So constant https is equal to require https. Alright, so now let's set up a post request here. So anything inside this post request, anything we get inside the home route, let's set up a request and response callback. And first of all let's console.log request.body, and to use that we need to just use the body parser. So type here app.use and the name, which is body parser dot url encoded, and extended is true. Alright, now kind of save it and refresh it. Oh sorry, let's run that again by nodemon app.js. Let's go on to localhost 1234 and if I type anything, submit it, I don't get anything, just because I need to set up the name here. Inside my index.easyS, now my input field doesn't have any name, so I need to set up a name here. So just type here name is equal to maybe name, right? Name is equal to name, work. Alright, so now refresh it, just type here asdfg, submit, and we got the name asdfg, right? Now you need to set up a say the object file here, the object variable. So variable object is equal to this one, this contain host name, this contain path, this contain method, which will be a get Alright, now the host name, say the host name should be this one, api.nationalize.io. Now here, no need to copy down the HTTPS, so just remove that from here. The path should be / the question mark, and name is the name. And here the name should contain, now I'm going to inject my variable here, the request field here. So just type here plus request dot body dot, let's get the variable name, which is dot name, that's the name of the attribute, so dot name, and this method is get. Now let's set up a post request, so https dot get request, object response callback, and here response dot on data and data callback, and console.log, and let's convert that to JSON format, to json.parse the data. Alright, now let's kind of run that again. Let's see what we get. Alright, I'm inside my localhost 1234. Let's type the name, maybe Sahil. Let's submit it. I got Sahil, country probability Indian 0.2%, Pakistan 0.1%, Afghanistan 0.9%, and I'm indeed from India, right? So now you know what, let's kind of go to the JSON path finder here in the Google. So just type here JSON path finder. Alright, let's go on to any website, and I'll be using the first one here. And first of all, let's close all the unnecessary tabs here. Right, so let's copy. So I'm just copying down the sample response. Right, so I'll just copy that here, beautify it. Now I got the path, right? I need the path. So I need the country ID, the path of this country ID. This is the path, so I'll just copy that here. And now here I'll create a variable here. So create a variable country name is equal to variable country name is equal to JSON dot parse data, or let's rename it to maybe data data file maybe, and let's set up a new variable country name is equal to data file dot paste that all things here, remove the x from the beginning, and let's console log the country name. Let's console.log country name. Right, let's save it, let's refresh that. Let's go on to localhost 1234, type here Sahil again, paste it. I got the name, which is IN. Now this is the console log from this one. I'll comment that out. Now let's do that again here in the localhost 1234. Maybe this time like Alex. Submit. I got this from CZ. So I'm getting this console log from this. So I'll just comment that out here. Comment out this one. Alright, now let's kind of clear the screen. Run that again. Type the name maybe Aditya. Submit it. I got ID here. Now I need to send this inside index.egs to display the flag here. So I'm creating a new file called inside views folder. Post.egs. Here I'll be requiring the footer. So percentage include footer.egs, and dash include, and the header is include header.egs, include include header.egs. This should be at the beginning here. Alright, so header first, then here should be our body. So the body is inside this index.egs. Copy everything, paste it here. Now here delete the form. And uncomment this h1, and here we'll be injecting that JavaScript variable here. So inside this app.js we need to send that variable. To send that, just we need to render that file. So response dot render post.egs, and the Java variable that I want to send is country name, and this should be equal to country name, NAME. So country name is equal to country name. Okay, now inside, and alright, I'll just forget here, it's NAME. Alright, inside this post.egs I'll get that variable here. So I'll type here angular braces percentage equal to and country name percentage angular braces close. Right, now let's run that again, and let's select Sahil, submit. I got IN. Alright, let's go back, maybe type Alex here, submit. I got CZ, maybe type here Sachani Roshni, submit. I got IN. Alright, so now I need to display the flag here. Alright, so I need an image tag here. So let's go on to Bootstrap and let's see if they have some kind of like examples for the images. Sorry, the Bootstrap, BWT API Bootstrap. Bootstrap, the most popular HTML CSS library. Right, cool. Okay, I'll search here image. Let's see if we get anything. Alright, I get an image here. Now I'm gonna copy down this code here. Now let's paste that inside our h1 here, inside this like the EGS file, and let's the source, select the source. I'll provide that source to be like this one. My Chrome here, I have opened this flag.api. I'll be using that API here. Now we can get the flag of any country by just typing the name of the country over here. So I'll just copy that, paste it over here, and like I can actually change the size here. If I want maybe 100, let's see if that's available here. Cancel. Oh, that's not available. 64 is available. How do I change the size? Size, tile, and size. Sizes. 64 for 64px white flag, 16px white flags. Alright, so I guess I am using the highest, the highest size flag. So I need to just copy this one and paste it inside image source here. Now in this section I'm gonna be inserting the name of that, like the variable that we're gonna be sending here. So variable percentage equal to country name percentage close. Alright, now let's kind of run it again. Let's see what we get. Maybe Sahel submit. I got IN and I got the flag here, right? Now if I can change the size here, if that's possible, maybe height is equal to maybe 10 em. Does that change anything? Let's see. I think it's already very low, so maybe 50 em, 60 em. Okay, maybe 100 em. Alright, 500 em. Let's see what we get. Alright, that's huge, man. Not 500. Or maybe 150 should be okay here. Alright, now this is IN and this is this. No, I don't need this, like the header section here, like it has kind of all the navigation, but I don't need this nav bar. I'll delete that here. My god. Alright, so I want to delete all these div here. Alright, and I don't need this one, but I need that. I type my name here. So in the footer here, I'll type here EVELOP developed by Sahel. And I'm gonna just remove all these A section here. Alright, now the alright, SAHIL or should be. Alright, I'll just do that after that. Now I need a new input here, so that if now the user has got the name here, right? Now I need a new input if the user wants to test any other name. So I need to get one more input here. So I'm gonna go inside this index.ejs and let's copy the form here and paste that inside this post.ejs file. What we get the form here. Maybe if I type Sahil again, I'll get that same thing. If I type Rosie here, I'll get MX and the flag name. If I type SH and Roshni here, I submit that, I'll get India. If I type maybe child name, let's search for that name, let's see what we get. Alright, Let's get the Irish name. Liam, Liam. Let's search that. Liam. Let's submit it. Okay, it's IE. Now what is IE? IE country code. Ireland. Hey, what's the capital of Ireland? I just forgot the capital. Ireland, Ireland. Capital. Dublin. Alright, it's kind of Irish now. So, alright, let's get the name for maybe French. Maybe Japanese name. Let's see the Japanese name. Japanese. Okay, Japanese. It's kind of Hannah. H-A-N-A, Hannah. Let's see. Let's see if it's going to work here. H-A-N-A, Hannah. Let's submit it. It's CZ. Maybe. Let's sign up. Try again. Maybe Tori. T-O-R-I. Tori. Submit it. US. So it's gonna work sometime. It's gonna work like kind of names can be kind of changing. Like in India, it's working fine. Like if I type the Indian boy's name, it's working pretty fine. And it worked okay for Irish one, right? Let's type here Shanvi. It's an Indian name. You got India, right? And Old Greek baby names. Shreyansh. That's kind of Hindu names. Let's select what I get for Yami. Let's select Yami. YMI Yami. Submit. Say South Africa. That's kind of, sorry, it's Saudi Arabia. That's kind of a Muslim name. That is why we got that, right? So like this is how we create that application. And I forgot one more thing. I need to get the emoji for love emojis. Here I'll get that here. And inside this footer here, I'm gonna type made with and paste that emoji here, love by Sahil, right? And I forgot to change the in the header section, I forgot to change the title here. So title is Sahil's Nationality Finder. Alright, Sahil Nationality Finder, F-I-N-D-R Finder. Save that, and it's working pretty fine, right? Alright, let's go on to localhost 1234. Made with love by Sahil. Type the name Sahil, submit. I got the Indian, type the name maybe Rosie, submit. I got MX, Rosie again, and maybe Dave. Let's see, it's kind of Indian. Oh, it's UJ. Alright, maybe ALEXA and the Alexander. I hope I'm typing the right spelling. Alright, escaped characters. Really? Are you? Okay, so this is how, guys, you create an application, a web server that can guess down the user country by typing out the username. So if you like this video, then hit the like button, and I'll meet you on another video. Till then, take care and thanks for watching.